Alright folks, welcome back once again. Another dinosaur video we're doing here for Dinosaur Month for the dinosaurs. Say dinosaur one more time.
Gallimimus.
Gallimimus. That's the Vegisaurus. Well, what did she say? Metasaurus?
What?
Lex, she said, like, are these guys Metasauruses? Because to the Brachiosaurus. Fake fans! Fake fans! But, anyways.
I've literally never seen that before in my life.
You've never seen Jurassic Park before?
Never, not once.
You guys checking each other out?
You guys can't see
You guys can't see this, but they're looking each other up and down.
Oh, you know where I'm looking.
They're getting ready to do something.
I'm wearing a Jurassic Park for the viewers who can't see at home, which is all of you.
Oh, that's why you wore that. Oh, now it makes sense.
Are you serious?
I didn't even put two and two together. I was like, "That's a nice shirt."
Nick literally said, "Nice shirt" on the way, and I was like, "Thanks."
Yeah, I would have worn more.
Eric facepalmed him for the people who can't see us.
I can't find any of my Jurassic.
Oh, and I'm the fake fan here, huh?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
My shirt says "Keep Nature Wild," which is kind of like one of the themes of Jurassic Park. Yeah.
And you got some things on yours.
You got a tree. There were trees in Jurassic Park.
There were trees.
Oh,
That's
man.
like the one that they hung out in and slept in and looked at the Brachiosaurus in.
Indeed.
That's what the tree on Eric's shirt
There's
looks
a few
like.
more flags in there. It's a sabotage
My name's
shirt.
Nick, by the way.
This is Nick. He has his own channel. You should go check it out.
Maybe.
I'm gonna link it in the description of all the videos he's in.
Is it still Nicholas
thanks.
Gresik?
I think so.
I have
Okay.
two of them. I'm gonna link both of them.
Yeah.
I think you're featured on my channel page.
Oh, how nice.
I gotta support my friends, you know. But yeah, so let's get on topic. Top 10 favorite dinosaurs. Figures to be a fun thing to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, I don't see that many on YouTube.
Jurassic June.
Yep, Jurassic June, Dinosaur Month.
Is it really?
That's what they say on iFunny.
Okay. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's Dinosaur Month
Number one
and
source
nothing
of all
else.
info.
Oh, you petty.
A little petty, yeah.
Oh, and because someone isn't being very inclusive in their dino pride, pterosaurs and plesiosaurs will not be included.
They'll be their own separate videos in some time in the past.
But, I mean,
in the past.
I will
in
say
the
this.
future.
Give me a plesiosaurus or a leopleurodon, and they might beat out most of my list.
Very nice.
So
Very nice. So yeah, I think it's basic rules, pretty simple. Dinosaurs only. That's really the only rule I had. Everything else, no rule.
I had a lot of fun with that rule.
What?
What?
You scare me, Nick. You scare me,
You
Nicholas.
should be afraid.
I am very afraid. The words cannot describe my fear. So, real quick, just figured before we get started, we could just go through honorable mentions if we have any. I have a couple. If you guys want, so
do you want to start off?
I can start off. So first of all, like Joey, like I said, no dinosaurs, but I figured no dinosaurs on this top 10 favorite dinosaurs list. That makes sense. Logic tracks. But so no non-dinosaurs. But if I had to throw one on, and it's gonna be an honorable mention, I love Tapejara. Do you guys know what that one is?
No.
It's a pterosaur with like a huge crest on his head.
Nice.
And I think it looks really funny.
How does he fly?
With his wings.
Does that at all have anything to do with Fossil Fighter?
A little bit.
Okay, I figured.
He looked doofy in Fossil Fighters, and I loved him. He looks so cute. I love him.
I miss Fossil Fighters.
It's such a good game. All right, so then other ones I've got the Giganotosaurus. I thought that was a really cool one. Always liked that as a kid, seems a rival to the T-Rex. I had a Giga figure when I was a kid, and I always thought that was like a cool rival for the T-Rex. And then one that I wanted to throw on the list, but I totally forgot about it until like earlier today and didn't get a chance to put it on the list. And one I have to be very careful with pronouncing, otherwise I might get yelled at. Saurophaganax. And this is,
You don't want to say that word during this.
You don't
You
want
gotta describe these dinosaurs to me, because I have no idea. It's like
Picture-
they're speaking another language.
Picture an Allosaurus,
Okay.
but like way bigger.
Okay. It's like a T-Rex.
Saurophaganax was like the T-Rex of the Jurassic.
Okay.
I believe so, at least.
All right.
Watch it actually be a Cretaceous. I'm fairly certain it's Jurassic. It's at least No, it has to be, because I remember in a Dino doc, it went up against an Allosaurus, so yeah, it
Alright.
has to be.
Okay.
I'll take your word for it.
It is significantly larger.
Okay.
Alright, those are my honorable mentions. How about you guys?
I had less so honorable mentions, but more like, I guess, ranking 13, 12, and 11 because they didn't make the list.
Well, after the number bunch.
Yeah, I guess. 13, I said Ceratosaurus.
That's a good one.
Yeah. It's called 12. I had Baryonyx.
Another good one.
And 11. I had Deinonychus. Reasons.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Deinonychus.
I didn't know I didn't get the vibe that you liked Baryonyx.
See, like I said, I had mentioned before in whatever tier list we were doing.
We've done a few.
I feel like if Baryonyx had the Spinosaurus sale, then we can talk.
Isn't that what the Spinosaurus?
That's just what the Jurassic Park Spinosaurus is.
Okay.
Well, see, that's just it.
Exactly.
We're out of Jurassic Park territory right now. We're talking dinosaurs.
We're talking real dinosaurs.
And if we're talking the actual Spinosaurus, it has changed a little bit in accuracy. And then
I think Eric's afraid.
I'm very afraid. And then, God, you pull like a flamingo or something because that's technically correct. I'm going to punch you.
Well, they said, like, I think, was it all dinos are birds, but not all birds are. Wait, no. All birds are dinos, but not all dinos are birds.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. Birds fall into the category of avian dinosaurs, whereas dinosaurs fall into the category of non-avian dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs are in the dinosaur category.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Deinonychus was purely because that's what the velociraptors in Jurassic Park were based off of.
Right.
But I'm like, meh.
I don't like the name.
Deinonychus?
I can kind of see why they switched it to Velociraptor in the movie.
Velociraptor
doesn't pack that big of a punch.
Right.
Oh, and the Ceratosaurus, I mean, like, let's call it. It had kind of a cool.
It had such an iconic scene in Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah, for sure.
With like the poop, wasn't it?
That's what I'm saying.
When you're digging through the
that
shit.
was sarcasm.
It actually, the only reason it doesn't eat them is because it thinks it's Spinosaurus.
Right.
It can't smell them through the
Eric,
Spinosaurus. Poop.
When it walked by, sniffed that poop and fucked off. That changed me.
I wept. I wept.
Anyways, Nick, you got any?
I don't have any honorable mentions.
No honorable mentions.
No, I'm just a solid 10er.
A solid 10.
List. Yeah.
I took you for an
alto. He's a solid 10, guys.
I took you for an alto.
Ah, thanks. Thanks, Joey.
I don't know. He sounded more baritone to me.
Alrighty.
All right. So without further ado, let's get on to the list with number 10. All right, folks. All right. Number 10. Who wants to start off with number 10?
I do.
And we can just go in like a circle.
Okay. So my number 10 list is the number 10 dinosaur on my list is Oviraptor.
Oh, okay.
I quite like Oviraptor. I think he's a bit of an underrated dinosaur.
Big boy.
People don't really talk about him a lot, and I just think the name sounds cool. And there's a lot of drama to the dinosaur, I feel like, because he's known as his name translates to egg thief, because whenever they found him, he was stealing eggs, or they would find him by nests of other dinosaurs or something like that. And I just think that's cool. It's like there's a bit of a story. And yeah, that's about it.
Also, if I may add,
yeah,
it was framed. It turns out that they thought
doesn't thieve eggs.
it does not steal eggs.
What?
It's just a good mom. Upon further inspection, those eggs are actually the Oviraptor's eggs, and it's just protecting the nest.
Well,
I'm sorry, I just ruined it for you.
that was kind of a big reason why he was on my list.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I thought he was cool. I thought he was dramatic.
It is dramatic because he was framed.
I gotta look that up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just ruined
You
this.
just kind of like destroyed my world there.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh, man.
I thought it would increase your enjoyment of the dinosaur.
I guess I gotta chew on that for a while. I gotta like go to therapy and talk
Like
to
the
somebody about
Oviraptor
that.
doesn't chew on eggs.
So like, he doesn't steal eggs. Then why is he called Oviraptor?
Because when they first discovered it, they thought it was stealing eggs.
Okay.
And hence they named it Oviraptor. But upon further inspection, they found that the eggs like lined up with Oviraptor eggs, and now it's basically, to my knowledge, it's it's accepted that that Oviraptor is basically just being a good parent.
Okay. Well, I'll keep it at number 10 because he's kind of a funky looking dinosaur.
He's I love.
He's one of those dinosaurs that kind of look like an alien. Mm-hmm. You know, I think like he just doesn't really like look like he's of this world. I actually think that's kind of cool about dinosaurs. Like dinosaurs are kind of like a little bit of a peek into like what alien life could be like. They're kind of the closest we got to aliens, if you think about it.
Right.
Yes, they grew up on Earth and stuff like that, but the climate they grew in and the circumstances they grew up in or evolved in, were so different that it's kind of like the closest we can kind of get, in my opinion.
Right.
Aliens.
Like, if you want to talk aliens, like, go all the way back to the Paleozoic. You see some of the stuff that grew up in there? Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Anomalocaris. Love that guy.
Yeah. All right. That's it for me.
All right, Joe.
So, my number 10 is Dilophosaurus.
Ooh.
Now, this would have ranked higher, but like I said... We are ranking dinosaurs, not Jurassic Park dinosaurs.
There is a difference.
And as of now, there is no evidence to prove that it had its frill and shot poison, or
Venom.
spit poison. But that being said, I still think it's a neat dinosaur. I like its little, frills on top and everything like that.
It could eat you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It could.
It could eat you.
A lot of things could.
And like Nick pointed out, in the movies, that was a baby.
Yeah.
And they can get a lot bigger than that,
Yeah. 10 feet tall.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wild.
Well, yeah.
You don't sound impressed, Eric.
Don't I?
No.
Sorry, no.
You sounded sarcastic.
No, I'm not. I meant that.
Yeah, sure, 10 feet.
I meant, 10 feet. Yeah. I wipe my ass.
T-Rex is 20. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
God.
Come back with me when you have T-Rex standards. Okay, all right. Spinosaurus, 25.
Titanosaurus. I don't know, actually.
I don't know either.
Do you
I know
think
it's
he
the
saw
biggest
us?
land mammal.
Haha.
Well, yeah.
All right.
All right, so now it's just me. All right, my number 10 is, this is one I don't think I talk about very much, and so it might become as a surprise. I kind of remembered it when I was trying to come up with entries to the list. My number 10 is a Margosaurus.
Okay.
Do you guys know that one?
No.
It's a sauropod that was made famous due to its it has these like spines going down its neck
Nice.
and onto its back. Here, let me.
Ooh.
So there's like a figure,
Ah.
and it's been debated as to the function of the spines.
Mating.
That's what everyone always says. Everything that looks like it's probably used for mating. Like, no!
It looks cool.
It does look cool.
That's why it's used for mating.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so initially they thought it was like the attachment point for like a sail going down its back for thermal.
For sailing.
Yeah, exactly, for sailing. Sailing. But yeah, so for like thermal regulation and such. But I guess a more recent theory is that these spines were just like sticking out of the back of its neck, and they were covered in like a keratinous sheath.
Yeah.
And it would use it to like whack other predators.
I don't know about that.
I'm iffy about that too, but like
They just look too delicate. They're gonna break like a cookie.
it has the friggin' cookie, really?
I don't know.
Nick, just say you want
It's
to
late at night, guys. I'm tired.
But yeah, no, I just think I always thought a Margosaurus was a really cool dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
Every like media thing I've seen with it has always made it really cute. Like like Fossil Fighters, Amarga, I think
How
it was.
dare they?
And then
Is this what Amora is based off of?
yes,
the Pokemon?
Amora and Aurorus are both based on a Margosaurus. And I
Ah.
love them. I wish they were better, but that's besides the point.
Okay.
But yeah, just overall really cool dinosaur. I've liked it for a very long time, and I'm glad I could talk about it.
Thank you for sharing
bottom of the
it.
list.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Hi, my name is Eric. Hi, Eric. I love a Margosaurus. It's okay, buddy.
Thank you for your bravery.
you're an AA, a Margosaurus Anonymous.
No, better yet, Alcoholics and Margosaurus. All right, and so I guess that's all we gotta say, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to number 9. All right, folks, we got number 9, and I think Joey's gonna start with number 9.
It is my turn.
All right, I figured
We're going this way, I thought.
Well, I figured
Because we went that way, do you want to
I figured we'd rotate starting as well.
Okay.
Is that okay?
well, do you want to start? And then we just go back this way, and then next time he starts,
really
go back
don't
this
care.
way, and then next time you start, you go back that way, and then next time he starts, you go
You're
back that way.
overcomplicating it, just
and then
go.
Next time you start,
Viewers, we're losing the viewers.
Not the
guys.
viewers.
we didn't have any to begin with.
They're listening. They can't see anything.
Joey, all the punch out of goodwill is going out the window.
All right, Joey can go first.
I'm gonna piss off a lot of people with this one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
My number 9's
Piss on me.
Velociraptor.
Like the real Velociraptor.
Yeah.
the one that looks like a chicken.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, they could maybe make good pets.
Probably, honestly, yeah.
They need kibbles.
See, yeah.
You can put a leash on those fuckers.
You know,
absolutely
the
could.
lower end of my list is just could I keep it as a dog? You know,
Yeah.
Dilophosaurus, I think so. You know, it might kill me, but you know.
Sora Poseidon? Yeah.
Dilophosaurus would drag you down the sidewalk.
Yeah, it would.
Raptor,
Before eating you.
yeah.
I think, you know, obviously, you know, the elephant in the room, you know, the velociraptors are much smaller than we thought they would.
Oh,
they
yeah.
were.
Yeah.
But, you know, that being said, I still think they're a neat dinosaur. You know, I probably like them, you know, the look of them for the same reasons why I like Chris likes Archaeopteryx so much and everything.
Right.
They probably look really fucking cute
They probably would.
do.
in real life. They do? You've seen one
Yeah,
recently?
I have
You
one.
visited them?
You don't see him? He's over there.
Do you guys see him too?
He's right there staring at you.
Oh, yeah, it's nice.
But yeah, I think that's I don't have much to say about the lower entries on my list. Once we get higher, you know.
Velociraptor was also part of one of the most famous dinosaur fossils of all time. You know the one with the Velociraptor fighting the Proceratops?
Yeah.
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 Very cool.
But yeah, I will say not the only raptor on this list. So.
Gasp.
Teasing our viewers of what's to come.
Gasp.
Guys,
But you'll have to wait.
watching till the end of the video to...
It's a hawk. He just put a fucking.
It's an owl.
He just put a fucking Cooper's
It's
hawk
a
in
barn
there.
owl.
I'm gonna rip your head
Oh my God.
off.
Real quick side tangent, not to get into this talk and everything, but when raid raptors became an archetype, I was so excited. I'm like, oh, sick! We get an archetype full of raptors, and no, it's just a bunch of birds.
Well, see, it's the wrong kind of raptors. You're like, oh yeah, hell yeah, Velociraptor. They're like, no, it's actually eagles, and like, ah. that's a side tangent.
Is that Yu-Gi-Oh talk?
It is.
It is. Sorry I had to bring this in.
To make up for it, why don't you go next, Nick?
Oh, thanks, Joey. Let me remember what my guy is. Number 9, my favorite dinosaur is Carnotaurus.
That's a good one.
Specifically from the movie Dinosaur.
That's a very good one.
Okay. I have a lot of childhood nostalgia with that movie. The soundtrack is amazing.
I actually have a sealed copy right up there.
Oh my god. Where is it?
It's behind the Metroid arm cannon.
I don't believe you. I think you're lying to me. I think the Carnotaurus in the movie Dinosaur looks like a demon. Okay, it looks like a hell spawn. It looks like if Satan himself took a Tyrannosaurus
She
Rex
liked this dinosaur.
and dunked him in his bathtub, I think it looks cool. I think it looks badass.
I tend to agree.
And I think I learned that the Carnotaurus was used as a replacement for the T-Rex because
because Jurassic Park 2 had recently come out.
Yeah.
And that it showed the T-Rex in more of a motherly character.
Yeah.
And they thought they didn't want people to come in because they wanted the villain to be just pure evil.
Yeah.
And they didn't want people coming in thinking oh no, the T-Rex is a wuss now.
Okay. Well, I just want to say that I know they had to replace the T-Rex for a reason, and they replaced it with Carnotaurus, and I think he manages to be scarier than a T-Rex. Just the way they make him look and everything like that. It's pretty amazing. It's a cornerstone of my childhood, maybe the root of some trauma.
Every time I see a Carnotaurus, I pee my pants.
I know, yeah. There's something in me that kind of is triggered a little bit, but now that I'm older and more mature, I find a thrill in it more than I find fear. So yeah, that's my number 9.
I kind of get that in a sense for velociraptors in that whenever they're depicted in things, they're just so cunning and terrifying.
Yeah.
You know.
And fun fact with the dinosaur Carnotaurus, first of all, they were gonna have him speak.
Oh no.
No. They were having him speak only in the climax. Like when like Aladar is fighting him on the cliff.
Yeah.
He turns to the viewer and goes, "They'll never believe you."
Yep, that's what they're gonna... Yeah, I don't know what he was gonna say. He was gonna like speak.
Yeah.
And the test audiences found that too terrifying.
Oh my god.
They actually thought it was too scary, so
they should have left it in.
I want to see it now.
Oh man.
And second of all, they fudged a few things with the Carnotaurus in that movie.
Yeah.
The least of which was the size.
Too big.
Way too big.
I'll take it.
A Carnotaurus wouldn't even be able to look an iguanodon in the eyes.
Don't tell me that. I don't want to hear things like that, Eric.
I'm just gonna go down the list, ruining each of your
Stop
favorite
ruining my picks. Okay. Let me live.
He's like, "This is why my
Let
list
me
is."
dream. This is why I keep my thoughts to myself.
Well, see,
This is why my list is superior, and you guys pick stink.
Yeah, you guys' picks are stupid. I'm the best dino man.
Joey said he liked a chicken for his number 9.
Hey man,
And you're not making fun of him?
you know what? We just came from Popeyes. I think that's some good shit right there.
Oh, you want to eat the Velociraptors? Is that why he's on your
I'm
list?
not saying that. You said that. But
Well, I'm
He's
seeing
just
a
not
connection.
disagreeing
I'm
with you.
connecting dots here, and I'm seeing a connection.
Hey man, there's two kinds of people in the world. There's those that can extrapolate data from incomplete sets.
and those who want to eat velociraptors.
And we got one right next to us.
Which one of the two?
Joey would eat the Velociraptor.
Oh, yeah, I extracted
I would probably eat the Velociraptor. I'd probably eat him too. Just, shamelessly admitting that.
You know what?
We
Fine.
act like it would let us. Like,
I don't know. They're not that big.
We could pin it down, Joey. We work
I
together.
do what to it.
Cook it, deep fry it. God, I'm getting hungry now.
Lord.
man, if only we went out to eat somewhere.
All right, so I guess it's my turn now. My number 9 is Ankylosaurus.
Why?
It is a badass dinosaur. Literally had eyelids.
Damn straight.
And it literally had eyelids made of bone. It was that heavily armored.
Mm-hmm.
A weapon on the back on its tail, basically out of like Pokemon or something.
Hell yeah.
Just shatter bones.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing was basically unstoppable when it got to be like fully grown. Because I was recently watching a video on this. It could like and Ankylosaurus could take bullets. Like the bullets would bounce off of the shell.
How do they know this?
They basically estimate from the fossil.
That checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They tested it by shooting the fossil.
No, they did math or something.
Probably
I can believe
math,
that.
yeah.
Computer simulations.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So this thing was an absolute.
Plot twist, they actually just shot it.
Where's the fun in thinking
Where's
that,
the
Naked?
fun?
That wouldn't
Yeah.
even work.
Preserving
Because
history.
it's rock. It's not bone anymore. Anyways,
Yeah.
but yes, like that thing like lays down on its stomach and just like camps out. You're not doing shit.
No.
That was like the one animal that T-Rex was like, I ain't fucking with that.
No.
I literally, what am I gonna do? Guys, I'm all for a fair fight, but it's a moving tank.
Yeah. One of the things I like about Ankylosaurus is that there is like a species that is related to the Ankylosaurus. I don't remember what it's called, but it was like a mummified dinosaur.
Notosaurus.
That's what it was.
It was a Notosaurus, yeah.
And that is so cool.
That is
I don't
so
know if you
cool.
viewers have ever seen this, but there is like a mummified dinosaur where it's basically like preserved almost.
It actually has like soft tissue and everything.
Yeah, or is it that, or is it just like an imprint?
Nope, it has it's preserved. It has like soft tissue and even like the organs are preserved.
It's got to. I think it's the best preserved dinosaur specimen ever recovered.
It is.
But that is like the Ankylosaurus because it had the protective back
I
on
believe
it. Didn't it? It looked
might
like it.
be in the same family.
It's got to be in the same family.
I don't know because I know there's Ankylosaurids, but I think there's Notosaurids, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Well, I think they're at least cousins.
Well,
oh yeah, they're definitely related.
What's it called? You're talking about the Ankylosaurus family. I also heard that like Ankylosaurus is one of the biggest out of that family.
Well, it's literally the namesake. Mm-hmm. They literally found it first, and they're like, "Fuck, where do we put this thing?" So they literally made its own category.
Also, when you were talking about like the T-Rex not wanting to mess with it and everything, I found out that because of their club tails, I found out their club tails apparently really can't go up and down. It's only side to side.
Right.
But that just makes me think like how like does it just like clothesline the T-Rex's legs?
Oh, absolutely. It could have shattered bone.
My God.
It could have like swung with like I think it was like 20 miles an hour, something like that.
Jeez.
I don't remember how. I recently watched a video on. I should know this better, but yeah, it was a very impressive dinosaur. Also helping was Bumpy the Ankylosaurus from Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. Love. She was so cool. She was so sweet. And I want one. All right, and that's.
And I want a velociraptor to eat.
Nick,
So you admit that you want to eat them?
I didn't. I want one to eat. I didn't say I would. You know,
What?
putting words in my mouth, Nick. You know.
I don't follow Joey. I think you want
I think we should move on to number 8.
I think Joey's the reason why velociraptors went extinct.
Numero ocho.
Numero 80.
Ate them all.
All right, number 8. I'll be heading number 8 this time. And my pick...
I'll allow it.
Thank you, Joey.
You have our permission to speak.
I appreciate it. I have the conch. You can't... I have permission to speak. But, so my number 8 is Carnotaurus.
Specifically from the movie Dinosaurs.
No, just in general, I really like Carnotaurus.
Can you imagine he like goes with the same exact like line?
say
But
the
you just,
exact
you know, I
same
just really like the movie Dinosaur, and like
No,
he
I
was
said the
like
exact same thing verbatim, like word for word. He was like, Eric, are you okay? Like,
well, I
Just like blink a couple times and then like slump over.
hey, you may be hearing it a third time.
We all really like that guy.
Carnotaurus is cool.
Yeah.
And see, I also grew up with Disney's Dinosaur, but I also grew up with Dinosaur King. And Carnotaurus is one of the main 3 dinosaurs of the protagonists, and frankly, he was probably my favorite of the 3. Mm-hmm. But, well, I guess not, based on how the list turned out. But yeah, so Carnotaurus was just a cool dinosaur. Love the little horns, very cool look. I also liked him in he was in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. They had Toro the Carnotaurus, very good first adversary for them to face, and really cool dinosaur, cool bull motif. Looks devilish, evil. The modern science has not held that up though. Now it looks very doofy.
Oh, because of the snout.
No, the snout's always the same. It's always with a very short snout. It's the arms.
Oh yeah, because they're bent backwards.
The torso on Carnotaurus has gotten bigger as time's gone on, and the arms just keep getting shorter. And now they're just facing backwards. And if you watch I think it's Prehistoric Planet, or maybe it's the one on one of the newer Dino documentaries. They have it doing a mating dance, where it's literally doing like a little like arm flappy, just like trying to impress a female, and the female's not impressed. And I'm like, oh, it's okay, buddy.
Neither are we, buddy.
No bitches.
He has no riz. I'm so sorry, bud. But yeah, no, Carnotaurus, very cool dinosaur. Very good. I feel like it's a very good mid-range theropod. Mm-hmm. Like a very good
mid.
I didn't say that. I think he's a very good medium theropod. He's not like huge, but he's also not. You can't confuse him for a dromaeosaur.
No.
All right, and with that, I think I'm all done. So, Nick, you're up.
Let me remind myself. Okay. My 8th favorite dinosaur is Crichtonosaurus. I don't really know anything about Crichtonosaurus.
Wow, he beat up.
That's why I picked him, you know?
I only picked him because he's named after my favorite science fiction author, Michael Crichton.
Oh!
Who wrote the Jurassic Park novels, of which the movies are based off of. I think it's an ankylosaur or a nodosaur.
I'm working on it.
It is funny because we were just talking about there's another dinosaur named after a J.K. Rowling book called
Draco Rex Hogwartius, like that.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That is hilarious.
You'd think he'd be named after like Draco as in dragon.
You'd think.
Well,
but you got to remember,
it means Dragon King.
Who's coming up with all these dino names? It's a bunch of nerds, Nick.
Bunch of nerds, fucking geeks who don't get out.
Heck, there's actually a dinosaur named Aerodactyl.
Aerodactyl?
Aerodactyl, like the Pokemon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
But continue.
I think that was it. That's about all I have to say. Eric showed me a picture of the dinosaur, and I'm not impressed. But
I'd like to add,
because it contains his name, he will always have a spot on my list. Michael Crichton is a great author. He wrote a lot of novels, not just Jurassic Park. Highly recommend you.
Dragon Teeth.
He wrote Dragon Teeth. But I recommend you guys check him out. He's not writing much anymore because he's dead.
Sad.
But he's worth a check out at your local library. That's all I got to say.
I'd also like to add the fact that the Crichtonosaurus is in Jurassic World Evolution, so we've come full circle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, to finish that circle, you ready for the mic drop?
Oh, God. Is it Carnotaurus?
My number 8's T-Rex.
Oh, shit.
Is this good or bad? I can't tell.
We're going to get canceled.
But it's your top 10. That's pretty high still, right?
Well, you were like completely deplatformed. Like,
I just can't believe he said that.
oh no, Pim, don't say it. Okay, so at first,
Tell me why you hate me.
I don't hate you, and I don't hate the T-Rex. Let me make that very clear, because I thought when Eric asked me to make this list and everything, for years as a kid and everything, I was like, oh, T-Rex is probably my favorite and everything like that.
Due to social conditioning.
Well, okay, no, that and he's a cool dinosaur, you know. And at first, I will admit, T-Rex did not make the list.
Oh boy!
Wow.
And then I had to stop and I'm like, now, Joey, do you really think that, or are you just being contrarian? You know, because T-Rex is still like a cool ass dinosaur, you know, and like literally every like. Even with give that man feathers, lips, I don't care. He's still badass. Mm-hmm. But he's not my favorite out of the theropods. But which you will see later. But yeah, I mean,
what pull fucking Majungatholus out of his ass or something?
He's like, do you really love the lamp, or you just saying that? I love
T-Rex.
But let me say some good things about it. Literally, like,
Can't say it.
Can't think of anything.
no, like
D-platform canceled.
no, like, I mean, he's iconic. I mean, everything he's in, it's like, I honestly, like, I was watching some what's called someone did a recreation of the San Diego incident. How
does that work?
In real life?
No, so they like
people.
They
It's just called mass murder, Joey.
hey, you know, life finds a way, or I guess death. That remind. I was gonna mention. You know what? Never mind.
Okay.
But anyways,
Do not tease me, Joey. Say what you mean to say.
But no, someone did a recreation of that in like a 3D modeled thing, and like the T-Rex like comes up to like this guy's room and everything, and it's just like,
oh yeah, I've seen that one.
Oh, you have?
I think so. Yeah.
It's terrifying.
It's very good,
and I love it.
I gotta say though, the guy was dumb. Because, like, if there's a T-Rex right outside my window, I ain't going the fuck near that window.
Fair enough.
Let's talk about that found footage horror.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have seen that too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah, also, I think he shines his light in his eye. I'm like, what are you doing?
Well, see, I might... No, I wouldn't because I'm an animal guy. But I can understand doing that to, like, scare it off. But, like, why would you do that when you're, like, right next to it?
You're not a bear. You're not gonna, like stand real tall and act like you puff out your chest and act like you're bigger than it.
You don't know. I got intimidated T-Rex.
But yeah, no, like, I mean, I want to see more of him, you know. But I will say,
he hasn't been seen enough.
well, that's the thing. I will say,
Joey doesn't think there's enough T-Rex in Hollywood.
no, I think he's a tad bit overrated.
Okay.
You know. But yeah.
All right.
All right, so I guess that's what everyone's got. We'll move on to number 7. All right, number 7. Nick will be heading this one.
Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
My 7th favorite dinosaur is the Indoraptor from Jurassic World.
Ah, yes. A classic.
He is so cool.
It's not a dinosaur, Nick. That's a monster.
It is a
That's not
dinosaur.
real.
It was created with dinosaur DNA.
Not a real dinosaur, Nick.
It's in your
It was not
blood.
specified to me that these could not be fictitious creatures.
I felt that way without saying
No. I interpreted things a little bit differently.
that's
I like the
fine.
Indoraptor because he has a great, super cool design. All black with a gold stripe. Black and gold is an awesome color scheme to have. He's also super OP because he's super intelligent, and he doesn't have tiny arms like a T-Rex. He's got hands that can really get handy when they need it to.
I'm gonna have to ask you to rephrase that, Nick.
I'm gonna reject your proposal, Joey. You're gonna have to live and accept what I just said.
Viewers, let this be a warning to you all. Do not get hand jobs from the Indoraptor.
Yeah, there's a lot of chafing involved.
I feel that more peeling.
Cutting, splitting.
No.
Oh man, you made Joey's hat come off.
Oh, Joey's hat came off.
The cringe blew my hat off.
He popped the hat.
Cringe.
No, but it's also like the Indoraptor is kind of an abomination of nature.
Yeah,
and it's a great,
he's a huge abomination.
great metaphor for. It's a great metaphor for the theme of like science going too far, which is one of the most central themes in the Jurassic franchise. And I think it just kind of improves on the Indominus Rex's design. I am not a fan of the Indominus Rex's design. I think the Indominus Rex's design is really kind of white.
Say Indominus
and
Rex's
pale.
design one more time.
And it's not very scary. The Indoraptor really. Yeah, I do not think it's
You
scary.
mean to tell me that thing came charging at you? I would not
In real
shit your
life,
pants.
yes, but on a screen with distance, I could get kind of scared of the Indoraptor.
I was gonna say I will give you that, and that like I think the Indoraptor's scarier.
But
I
if you
agree with
think
that.
about it, the Indominus was not designed to be scary. It was designed to be cool.
Well, it failed in that department with me.
You don't think it's cool?
I don't think it's cool.
Oh man.
I think it's a white albino weird-looking thing that I honestly kind of forget about sometimes.
How?
But not the Indoraptor. The Indoraptor is everything. The Indoraptor. Eric looks so disappointed.
Do I?
in me. Yes.
I'm sorry.
I see the light going out in Eric's eyes.
He's
All right.
debating whether or not to beat you.
Yeah, what are you holding that Godzilla thing? You gonna throw that
Oh,
at my
no
head?
reason. For me to know and you to find
You want to
out.
throw that at my head?
Keep talking, see what happens.
All right. Well, the Indoraptor was great, and I'm ashamed. I'm not ashamed.
I am.
I am not ashamed.
Okay.
I'm disappointed that he kind of just didn't really go beyond Fallen Kingdom.
He fell off.
literally fell off.
I wish she came back again, but I
Is it
suppose
he or
less
she?
is more. It is
It?
probably what it mostly is.
Right.
Yeah. All right. That's all I got to say.
All right, Joe, you're up.
Alrighty. My number 7 is Triceratops.
Oh.
We're just. See, I knew that was coming, Nick. I'm
I'm disappointed in you.
rattling off the big ones here.
Oh boy. Eric, we gotta like do something about this.
We gotta put him,
Shitting on our favorite dinos. We gotta take this.
Hey, they
gotta
made
put
the list, okay?
you gotta put him in like one of those chambers. Like you love Tyrannosaurus and Triceratops. You will love them for.
It's like
Do
flashing.
you guys realize how many dinosaurs there are out there?
Yes, that's why.
I went
None
across.
that are better than Triceratops.
I clicked the list of like every dinosaur that exists.
Really?
And I scrolled and I scrolled
And looked
I'm
at-
like, half of these are just the same dino with a different name.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure that. Well, that's the thing. It's like there's some dinosaurs where it's like we don't know what the fuck they are. Fun fact: Troodon actually recently got declassified. It doesn't exist anymore. They've delegitimized the genus because. Do you know how much fossil evidence we have for Troodon?
Patrick, your genius is showing.
Where? But you know how much fossil evidence we have for Troodon? A single tooth.
Yeah.
That's all we have to go on.
Yeah.
Which scientists have determined is not enough.
Yeah.
Which, fair.
Yeah. It
But
could have
you-
just been like a funky tooth.
It could have
Well,
been.
just
It
like-
absolutely could have been.
There was, so I think it's Argentinosaurus, was it Puertosaurus or something like that? And then there's some other really big one. But like one of them, they're like, this one could be the biggest, because this is the only one that we have like a complete skeleton of. The other two we don't really know.
Yeah.
So they could be bigger, but we don't know.
Right, yeah, it's all up to... Because fossilization is such a fucking, like, rare process in the animal kingdom, where it's like, it has to be the exact right conditions for it to, like, fossilize properly and actually preserve it. And so, like...
It makes you wonder...
Like
how much weird shit has existed.
Yeah, we just
that we don't know about
exactly.
it. Yeah.
Like what else could there have been?
Oh my god.
So let me say some good things about
the boring ones.
Let me say some good things about the Triceratops.
Please do.
I forget which one of you said it before, but like it looks like he's ready for combat.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
He's
literally got swords on his face, and he's got a shield on his face.
Baby.
And like he get the rhinoceros out of here, you know. This is where it's at, you know.
This would shish kebab a rhinoceros.
I agree. Which it was funny. We were debating earlier, like which would be the what's called the true nemesis of the T-Rex. Would it be Ankylosaurus or Triceratops?
I say try.
See, I think
Eric says Ankai.
I think thematically, like, dude, just like this, like what people like think of. I would say Triceratops. Just I feel like you always see like T-Rex versus Triceratops.
Do we know if they actually fought?
I believe so. T-Rex was actually like expressly made for taking down large herbivores like Triceratops.
Yeah.
But then Triceratops was then made to defend against large predators like T-Rex. So it's kind of like a
they cancel each other out.
It's a sword that can pierce anything versus an unpierceable shield. So who wins really? But see, in terms of like, but that's the thing though, because T-Rex probably fought Triceratops all the time versus like Ankylosaurus, which was like. T-Rex like, I ain't dealing with this shit. I'm out of here. I can't risk that. One broken leg, I'm done.
It's like the GTA meme, like, oh shit, here we go again.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Anyways, before Nick kills me, say something, Eric.
So, you're gonna laugh.
Yeah.
My number 7 is also Triceratops.
No!
What is wrong with you guys?
It's a good dinosaur.
But it needs to be in the top slots.
See,
7 is almost at the bottom.
It is not. See, there's just more dinosaurs that I... So yeah, so like, here's the thing. But even before I started this list, I basically have had this list in my head for like... Yeah, I've like known where a lot of these dinosaurs are placed, and I basically had 1 through 6 already figured out before I even thought of this list.
I had like 1 and 2.
So basically everything after that, I was like, okay, where am I gonna place this? And I knew Triceratops had to be on there somewhere. I was just like, where am I gonna put it? Because basically I only had numbers 7, 8, 9, and 10 to work with. And Triceratops got basically the top slot that I didn't know where to put everything else. So be honored.
Do you feel honored, Nick?
Insulted.
He's insulted, ladies and gentlemen. He might have shown his hand there a little bit. But yeah, Triceratops, phenomenal dinosaur.
His handy, as he put it so elegantly.
Yes, please for the love of God.
The Indoraptor.
Right.
Eloquently.
But yeah, fantastic dinosaur. Very iconic. Also on Dinosaur King, that was like the main character's dinosaur, and it's weird. I'm like, so like when I think Triceratops, I think blue because of fossil fighters, but when I think Triceratops, I think lightning because of Dinosaur King. So when it came time for me when I wanted to make my own dinosaur like card game, I gave like a lot of the dinosaurs like super evolved forms. Triceratops is one of them. So the Triceratops is blue, but it has lightning powers.
See, I think of like, because wasn't the Triceratops in Dino Thunder yellow?
Dinosaur King?
No, Dino Thunder, the Power
Rangers one?
Yeah.
I think it was blue.
It was blue?
Because I know the Blue Ranger had the Triceratops in the original.
Oh, okay.
Give me a sec.
I know T-Rex was red. That's the
Dino Thunder.
Am I a fake fan?
Tricerazord. Nope, it was blue.
All right.
Always blue. But yeah, Triceratops, cool dinosaur. Love it. You guys have anything to add?
No.
What more can we say? Alright, so I guess we'll move on to number 6. All right, number 6. Joey is going to be heading number 6.
All right, so now we get into the ones that I actually have something to say about.
Oh my god, novel concept.
I know, right? Number 6 is Pyroraptor. Now, before you say anything, funny enough, the site I was on debated the fact, I took a snapshot of it.
I need this in my life.
You do.
This depends.
We have an ongoing debate.
What you're about to say will change whether or not I will survive this night.
We have an ongoing debate.
If you say the wrong thing, I'm gonna fucking shoot myself and make you walk.
Okay, don't know about that.
Explain to me, I'm confused.
We have an ongoing debate because after we watched Dominion and everything, there's a scene in it where they are on a frozen lake.
Oh, is it the thing that dives under and swims?
Yeah, and the Pyroraptor, which I see the irony in the Pyroraptor diving under a frozen lake.
Yeah.
Swims up and comes out, to attack them and everything like that. And I'm like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Not just because I don't know if Pyroraptor was an avid swimmer, but it's a frozen lake. That thing is probably gonna die of hypothermia.
I wish it did.
That being said, on that dinosaur site I was on, funny enough, it said, "Could Pyroraptor swim?" The film Jurassic World Dominion shows Pyroraptor diving underwater to attack the main characters. It's very hard to say if any dinosaur could swim in real life, as swimming isn't usually an activity that shows in fossil evidence. Most modern animals can swim, with some exceptions such as tortoises. So most experts assume that dinosaurs, especially small to medium-sized ones like Pyroraptor, could at least doggy paddle. But nobody knows if a Pyroraptor could really dive under a surface and swim for long periods. That is my piece, and I will say that. That's not why I chose him, though. Why I chose him is because when I was a kid, and this is also part of the reason why Velociraptor got on the list. I watched this show called Dinosaur Planet. And the two that I remember having on DVD were White Tip's Journey, unfortunate name, just the
it's a reef shark,
and Pod's Travels. Pod's Travels. White Tip was about a Velociraptor, and Pod's Travels was about a Pyroraptor that got.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. He
showed this to me.
He washes up on an island. It almost got eaten by a plesiosaur on the way. I think he has to deal with some Carnotauruses there too.
Oh my!
All coming together.
and yeah, that's that was my shit growing up and everything. Which I didn't realize for the longest time that it's voiced by the narrator is Christian Slater. For if you guys know that actor.
Not by name. Let me. Give me a second.
But yeah, I grew up with that. And as a kid, you watch something over and over and over. But yeah, and that was probably one of my favorite shows, or episodes of a show.
No, I had the DVD of that.
Yeah, same.
And I would watch it over and over again. I like the White Tip one.
Oh yeah.
The Velociraptor one, but I remember the pod thing too, very faintly. I remember that as well. No, that was cool. I always thought that was it kind of reminded me of Walking with Dinosaurs.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
It was all kind of the same to me growing up. But yeah, no, I 100% get that. Oh.
But yeah, I've always liked the design of them. I do think I'd choose them over Velociraptor.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're all red like the show predicted, but we can hope. But yeah, that's. Would you like to say something, Eric?
Dinosaurs went extinct 65 million years ago. That is where they stay. John Hammond created genetically engineered theme park monsters. Nothing more, nothing less.
I don't understand. what I just
I've been
witnessed.
trying to understand for years.
Is Eric saying it's his turn to go next?
No, I'm saying that any discrepancy in scientific accuracy can be explained by that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's what lets you sleep at night.
Come on, guys. It's 11 o'clock. All right. Still have like 5 more dinosaurs to get through.
Who's?
But yes, Pyroraptor is a cool dinosaur.
Yes.
I will agree with that.
Also,
I love the. I
dope-ass
think
name.
it's named after the fact that it was discovered in an ash field, a volcanic ash field.
Yeah. Which actually that kind of ties in with my next pick. But,
All right.
It's
We're not there yet, Joey.
Not there.
Eric, it's your turn.
All right. My number six. My number 6 is Sauroposeidon.
Oh.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
It's. I believe it either is or was the largest sauropod.
Okay.
Its name.
That's not
basically-
true.
Is it?
I thought Titanosaur was the largest.
That's the third one I was trying to think of.
It might have been recently discovered.
It might have been debunked, but at one point, sauropod.
Well, because also, what about Argentinosaurus and Puertosaurus?
I'm not sure where they rank. I might be going off old info right now.
Yeah.
Sauroposeidon. It's still big.
And it's still
Sauroposeidon
dope.
is very
They often
big.
are.
Very big. Very cool looking dinosaur. It's my favorite sauropod because it's so friggin' big. Also, the name. The name is so cool.
Yeah.
That's the main reason I like it so
Is
much.
that from Walking with Dinosaurs too?
No, it was not on Walking with Dinosaurs. It was in this one titled. Oh, what was it? It was some dinosaur documentary. It used to be on Netflix. It was kind of infamous because it had very little actual dinosaur footage, and it would just kind of repeat the same goddamn thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again across across like 4 or 5 episodes. And it was also very infamous because it's in its original run on TV. So there was this theory, a very weird theory, that sauropods could not possibly control that whole body with just one tiny brain. So there was a theory that there is a pseudo brain located in the back of its hips. This theory is controversial. I'm not here to say whether it's true or not. I'm just saying that most people do not believe in it. And neither did the paleontologist guest they brought on for the show believed it either. They didn't support it. But the documentary edited their interviews to make it seem like they did.
Huh.
Which is kind of scuzzy and got a lot of backlash from those presenters. And luckily, upon home releases and other like media, the documentary was fixed.
Yeah.
They put it right. Back on topic though. This thing was an absolute leviathan, and I think that's super cool.
Neat.
It's basically a bigger Brachiosaurus.
Neat.
I think so. And with that, Nick, you're up.
Okay.
What are we on?
6.
6.
My 6th favorite dinosaur is Sarcosuchus. Sarcosuchus
It's not a dinosaur.
was a giant-ass crocodile
It's not a dinosaur.
that lived at the time of the dinosaurs.
Because you're making a mockery of it.
This is what,
What am I, a
saying.
joke to you?
I would argue that Sarcosuchus could fit into this list because you are what you eat. And Sarcosuchus fucking ate dinosaurs. It would lunge at them out of the river and just kind of eat them like you would pick a chicken wing off of an all-you-can-eat buffet. It's also pretty horrifying to imagine a giant crocodile. Alligators and crocodiles are already scary enough as they are.
Right.
And they're not even that big compared to this thing, which was over 40 feet long. And I also just want to add with a message to Nintendo or Game Freak, you need to make a Pokemon off of Sarcosuchus. Crocodile doesn't count.
Let's get them a freaking Ankylosaurus first, or
That
a
too.
Stegosaurus.
That too. And they still need to make a dolphin Pokemon.
No, they don't.
Did what?
Oh, right, you didn't play Scarlet Violet. We got a
No.
dolphin.
That's a shame that they wasted it on that generation. But yeah, Sarcosuchus is pretty cool. Yeah, that's my number 6.
I think your pick feasted on one of my picks.
Oh, you bet it did. Velociraptors were chicken wings to it. Nothing to say, Eric.
I don't know what to say. It's
Eric is struck dumb by what I just said. He is beside himself, which is as it should be.
That's just how he looks.
I just.
Eric's upset.
I wanted to come in here and
It's
serious dinosaur talk.
But my logic is streets ahead of his.
Nick, if I were to follow your logic, using old adages, I could tell you that a loaf of bread is the mother of an airplane.
Maybe it is, Eric. Maybe it is.
You're mental. You're insane. And I don't work with people who are mentally ill.
All right.
Sam. But yeah, Sargassou is
My
pretty
mouth hurts. My jaw hurts.
Been talking a little too long, Nick?
I'm smiling too much. I'm laughing too much.
Oh, damn, I'm so sorry.
It's making my face hurt.
I know the feeling.
A good problem to have.
Right, seriously. Alright, if we know, I can't speak. If we've all got nothing more to add, then we'll move on to number 5. Alright, folks, number 5. I am going to be spearheading number 5. And my number 5 is the Utah Raptor.
Nice.
You know it wasn't discovered in Utah?
What?
I don't think so.
Why the fuck is it called a Utah Raptor?
I might be getting my information wrong.
I discovered there's a Dakota Raptor as well, which I find hilarious.
Oh, the Dakota Raptor wasn't discovered in...
Oh, no, I don't know. I just know I know it exists.
Okay.
I just want there to be a new Raptor for every single of the 50 states. Where's the Illinois Raptor, guys? But yeah, Utah Raptor, absolute behemoth of a raptor. Very cool. Not as big as something like Megaraptor or Gigantoraptor, but it's still... It's basically what the Velociraptors in Jurassic Park are.
Yeah.
And they made Mr. Spielberg willed it into existence.
He did.
He force projected it into the ground.
He might be God.
I'm a liar. I'm a filthy liar. I've spread misinformation.
Oh, Joe.
I think it was another dinosaur.
Joey, that wasn't discovered in Utah. A lot of those. But yeah, really cool dinosaur. Also, a decent factor of this is, I'm going to say right now, Fossil Fighters and Dinosaur King, huge part of my childhood. Also, both of them featured a Utah Raptor that was badass looking. In Fossil Fighters, it had like a... They fashioned its feathers into like a chieftain's headdress, which I thought was cool. And in Dinosaur King, it just had a really cool design. It actually kind of looked like the Indoraptor. Yeah, it kind of had that like blue and gold look to it, and I thought it was very cool. Yeah, I just really like that one, and frankly, it is my favorite raptor out of all the raptors. Oh wait, no, there's one more.
I was gonna say
we'll get there when we get there. Though
Hang in there, viewers.
Hold on to your butts.
We have so much more. What is that? The Megaraptor?
That's the Utah Raptor.
What? Oh, that's freaking huge.
Right.
Jeez.
But yeah, that's all I have to say on that. Nick, I believe you.
What number are we on?
This is 5.
5. Okay, my 5th favorite dinosaur is Godzilla. Godzilla is based off of a dinosaur.
I mean, the species is the Godzillasaurus.
And he's as old. He's as old as a dinosaur.
I'm backing a pseudoscience.
Godzilla has the arms of an iguanodon, the back of a stegosaurus, the head of a T-Rex with just a dash of atomic energy.
Bullshit on the iguanodon.
It is older than the
Show
dinosaurs.
me the thumb spikes.
We did not say we could talk about fictional creatures. We did not say we could not talk about fictional creatures.
I figured it was implied.
It is invincible, a ton of fun to watch, and I don't think any list could be complete without it.
You know, I think I should change my list.
And I just want to do a specific shout out to the Godzilla in Godzilla 1998, which was anatomically based off of a T-Rex.
See, this is your fault.
Because it
you
makes
got him into
sense. All right? Don't listen to what anybody else says. The design in Godzilla 1998 makes sense. The locomotion is feasible. That's all I gotta say.
So could you, like, not think of 10 actual dinosaurs?
I thought of too many, but then I thought I can do better. This is the pinnacle of my imagination.
We could go a step further.
Yeah.
You're making a mockery of me on
I'm
live
not.
TV, and you're
TV.
laughing.
This is a podcast. I don't even know what this is.
This is a mess is what it is.
I don't think I'm gonna top that one.
How can you?
God fucking zoom, baby.
I'm fucking terrified of what could be higher. I am shaking in my custom baby seal leather boots.
I just want to say that my list gets weird from this point on.
Oh, this wasn't weird.
You named 3 things that aren't dinosaurs.
So in following that, my pick is Gorosaurus. You know, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna beat you to death with my Gorosaurus.
It's a dinosaur in the Godzilla universe.
Okay.
My number. What are we on?
5. I'm losing track.
My number 5 pick is Volcanosaurus.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did it have volcano powers?
No, but it's named after a volcano.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty much the reason I picked it. So I'm gonna be completely honest with
I'm gonna be
you.
100% transparent.
It sounds dope, and I was like, you know what? I'm missing a sauropod. I need one. So there you go.
You didn't have to fill any criterias,
Michael criterias.
right?
But yeah.
Very nice. Cool.
And what about you, Eric?
We already did mine.
Oh.
It's Utah Raptor. I know it feels like so
So
long
we're at the
ago.
end.
We're at the end, yes.
Okay.
All right, so if we all got nothing more to say on the matter, then number 4. 4. All right, folks, number 4. Nick is heading number 4. He said with bated breath.
Can't wait.
My 4th favorite Pokemon. My 4th favorite dinosaur is Rampardos.
Oh, fucking bitch.
I think Rampardos. Well, Rampardos is a Pokemon. Rampardos is a dinosaur.
That he
in the
is. He
Pokemon world.
is a Pokemon.
Sorry,
Yeah,
it is
he is.
11:30 at night, and my brain is like like scrambled eggs right now. So if I start spouting nonsense, just bear with me.
You've been doing that for the past 4 numbers.
Rampardos
Don't
is a
scramble the eggs,
dinosaur
Nick.
in the
Mother
Pokemon
them like
world.
the Oviraptor.
Rampardos is a dinosaur in the Pokemon world. He's got a great design. He looked like he could annihilate a brick wall. He's got some spikes on his head. I like me some spikes. Even though they don't really seem like they're used for anything, they still look badass. And I would just want to say that it is the most deserving prehistoric Pokemon, most deserving of a Mega Evolution. If that makes sense to you guys. I think he could get a Mega Evolution and look pretty dope. I think it's weird that he doesn't have one. And yeah, that's all I gotta say.
It's almost like they base Rampardos on like an actual dinosaur.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
So your
He's
actual
based
number.
off of a
I was going to
Pachycephalosaurus.
say your real number 4 is Pachycephalosaurus.
No, my real number 4 is Rampardos. But
I mean,
he
you
was
can't fault the
inspired by
guy.
Pachycephalosaurus. All right. He's pretty cool, though.
He is pretty cool.
I really
yes.
wanted one. He's really weak, though, right?
No.
He's like quad weak to water, isn't he?
No, he's just pure rock.
Oh.
Well, the thing is, he has like 150.
pure uncut rock.
He has like 150 base attack, but like nothing else.
Yeah.
Everything else is like mid at best.
Because that's what he's got to use to kill you. I'm yawning, by the way. That's why my voice sounds like that. All right, Joey. I think it's your turn next.
Well, you kind of I don't know if I have much to say after, because you guys have both already named this one. My number was it 4? My number 4 pick is Carnotaurus.
Oh wow.
Wow. So all of our top 10s.
Right. Yeah.
I believe the name is Meat Eating Bull or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is already badass. I think he's got a lot more personality than the T-Rex. I know those are fighting words.
I believe you.
But like at the end of the day, you know, T-Rex don't got horns, you know.
Brother.
And like Allosaurus has got a little bump, but you know.
Bumps suck.
Yeah, exactly.
So does my Uncle Louie. But
I even kind of like his little, you know, pug-nosed snout. You know, I can get on board with that.
Really?
right.
I wonder why.
Not, you know,
No bias at all.
Couldn't be because I have a pug at all.
Oh nay.
I thought like the Carnotaurus scenes in the Jurassic Park movies were awesome. You know, there's this movie Dinosaur.
You Everyone's heard of it.
Touched all of our lives.
It really did.
Oh yeah.
Very good movie.
I think I might take him over T-Rex, which is, you know,
Eric's on the verge of tears.
that's the truth I had to figure out today.
This night has not gone the way I expected it to.
Hey, at least I didn't say a Pokemon.
At least you're saying real dinosaurs.
Hey man, it's a legitimate choice.
It is you know, why does he be taken seriously?
Eric, your turn. Man up, Eric.
Alright, so the last number I misspoke, saying that my favorite raptor of all time is Utah Raptor. It's actually number 4.
Can I say it at the same time?
Yep. 3, 2, 1.
Eoraptor.
Oh,
What did you say, Nick?
Mega Raptor?
No, Eoraptor.
Okay.
I thought you said Ego Raptor for a second.
I know you were like obsessed with this, and was it Prehistorica? I mean prehistorical.
It's fine, Joe.
It's
I'm not
not.
planning on doing anything with it.
Don't exert yourself.
It's okay, Joe. I'm not planning on doing anything with it.
Too late in the night.
Don't hit me with the gods.
But yeah, so Eoraptor, my love for Eoraptor really started when I played the Dinosaur King video game, because the final boss used an Eoraptor that... So in Dinosaur King, you'd have was it 5 elements?
Sure.
Hang on a sec. Fire, water, grass, lightning, wind, earth. 6. There's 6 of them. And, so Eoraptor had this... So basically, a dinosaur could only learn attacks with a type that matched its own. So like, the Parasaurolophus could only learn grass. The Triceratops could only learn lightning. And Eoraptor could learn any of them. It didn't have a type. And when it did use an attack for the different type than itself, it would transform into whatever dinosaur was emblematic of its type. So for instance, if it used a grass attack, it turned into Parasaurolophus. If it would use a lightning attack, it turned into Triceratops. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever. It's also supposedly one of the earliest known dinosaurs. Mm-hmm. Its name literally means dawn thief.
Wow.
It is such. It's like the Mew for dinosaurs. Like everything is like packed into that one little design. It's like this is the blueprint. This is the blueprint for success, and we're gonna take over the world for what was it, 165 million years? 100 million
I think
years.
it's just a couple of weeks.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My
That's
math
my belief.
My math must have been really off then.
Yeah, you're wrong.
But yeah, really like Eoraptor. I've used an Eoraptor as a character of mine for years now, and I really like it.
Nice.
Thank you.
Don't laugh at me, Joey.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you, Nick.
No, you laughed at me, you bitch.
Damn.
See, now I'm laughing.
Now we're cutting
I'm
it
sorry.
cold, boys.
The night is getting to me, guys.
I see. Oh, you see him too? All right. So if we've got nothing more to say, we'll move on. All right, folks. Number 3. I think Joey is heading number 3.
I am?
Yes.
I am. You know what I am, Eric?
What are you?
I am a Stegosaurus.
Hey! Classic.
Yeah, what's it called? What can I say? I think I love like the armored dinosaurs, which will be telling pretty soon. I found out, did you know that like apparently they initially thought, like, I don't know how true this is, that the plates on the back laid flat on the Stegosaurus?
What?
Yeah, I read something that like they thought that like the plates were like flat, but before they realized they were vertical, so they thought it was like a thing of armor, like armored plates.
Is it like an older thing?
It's off the site Dinosaur Wikia or something like that. So
okay.
You know, it's a trustworthy source. Yeah. But yeah.
I love the cool look. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Stegosaurus?
Oh yeah,
with
for
the
sure.
With the plates is like armor.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, I definitely feel like it's more iconic with the like the one we've grown to know and everything. But
no, I think Stegosaurus is up there as one of the coolest looking dinosaurs. It's just so freaking bizarre.
Oh yeah,
that a thing like that could exist.
Very underutilized in things like
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it.
Now, Stegosaurus is one of the ones I really want to see in life.
Oh yeah.
That and Triceratops. I guess like all dinosaurs really, but some more than others. And Stegosaurus is one of the ones I want to see how the thing moved.
Oh yeah.
And carried itself.
I don't know if I want to see any of my number 2 picks as
Right.
I don't want to meet them face to face.
Yeah, no, everything like downward on my list. I'm like, I don't want to see these in real life. Unless I'm like through a thick glass wall. But yeah, and a fun fact about Stegosaurus. So the spikes on the end of its tail are called a thagomizer. And you know why it's called a thagomizer? So, interesting thing in the paleontology world, if you're the first to name something, that's just what it's called. No one can really do much about it. And the thagomizer was named by Gary Larson, the writer of the Far Side comics.
Huh.
Because he drew a comic about paleontology, like these like cavemen doing a presentation talking about like, all right, and here's the thagomizer named after Thag Simmons, and the paleontologists read it and were like, fuck, we've never named it before. So that's what it's called. It's called because of a comic strip.
And that's like a copyrighted thing. They can't.
It's a real
that?
thing. Yep, that's what it's called now. It's a fact. It's.
We were just talking about how like there's so many dinosaurs where like they have like basically the same name because it was named after some guy, so even though they're nothing alike, they're like lumped in under this like similar
Right.
name. And also I noticed like there's a bunch of dinosaurs with like Inator or something like that and like after I'm like
Neovenator.
yeah, I'm like that just sounds like something like I'd make up as a kid.
Right, yeah.
But yeah. Number 3, who wants to
I
go?
believe I'm next. My number 3 is Therizinosaurus.
Ah.
I love the thing. That thing is such a cool dinosaur. It has Freddy Krueger claws.
Yeah.
Its claws are like 3 to 4 feet long.
Do they break easily?
No, not as far as I'm aware. They are very much used for like slicing open predators.
Nice.
That thing was huge. It's one of the few I feel like it's one of the few bipedal large herbivores. You never really hear about that. Usually you hear like the tiny like Dryosaurus, Hypsilophodon, etc. as like small herbivores or like they're bipedal. And all the big herbivores are usually like
Sauropods.
Ankylosaurus, Triceratops, etc. And those are cool, but Therizinosaurus was like unique. That thing was like people like found that and were like, what the hell is this thing? A lot of people thought it was a carnivore for a while because like just why would an herbivore need like 4 foot long claws?
What if it was a prank?
Is it an herbivore? I thought it was like an omnivore.
It's an herbivore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's an
But
herbivore.
what if it was a prank? What if a couple of guys found some cow bones, rearranged them, hear me out, rearranged them a little bit, little creative interpretation, and it never actually existed.
You know, Nick, I feel like several paleontologists would be able to recognize cow bones from dinosaur fossils, especially because the fossils are not made of bone anymore.
Eric, you ever seen a cow bone before? Pretty convincing.
I mean, if
Joey,
they're
where do you think I work?
If they're forgetting to name the spikes on the end of a Stegosaurus's tail, how competent are these guys?
Oh, damn,
Makes you wonder.
he's got me there, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Therizinosaurus, absolutely badass dinosaur. Funny enough, but again, fossil fighters. The dinosaur, it featured in there, had a very interesting gimmick. Every single hit it landed was a critical hit, but it had horrible accuracy.
Yeah.
So you'd have to like use 2 other dinosaurs to like boost its accuracy and then lower the opponent's evasion. It was a whole thing. And yeah, that was cool. It was cool in the Dino King. It was I actually don't remember seeing Dinosaur. I never got far enough in Dinosaur King to see it show up, but I remember it being cool. It was in the same like vein as Eoraptor, where it was like one of those like mystery type dinosaurs. And need I remind everyone, Jurassic World Dominion, the gods heard me and said we're gonna throw Eric a bone. I definitely did not pay the director like an extra milli under the table. You can't prove anything, Nick. The charges.
My gut feeling.
That's half of paleontology is we can't prove anything.
I was never convicted, and so you can't prove anything.
Convicted? Was this a crime? Asking what you wanted?
Right, seriously. It's called a commission. It's a very expensive commission.
You're like that guy the guy. How much did he charge for like a has-been hotel commission or something?
I have no. Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? Verbalaze, yeah.
Yeah, it's like $5,000, something like that.
I think it was more than that.
I think it was 60,000.
That's quite the jump there.
I don't remember.
Somewhere between 5,000 and 60,000.
Somewhere around those lines.
Yeah.
All right, and that's all I got to say on Therizinosaurus. Just an overall badass dinosaur.
All right, my third favorite dinosaur are the ones you can find in the Museum of Chicago, the Field Museum. They're called Moldoramas. Do you know what they are, Eric? There are these plastic figurines that you can kind of get from the museum. These are some of my favorite dinosaurs I've ever encountered in my life. I have a lot of nostalgia with these dinosaurs. I would go as a child and watch them get made in the machine. Don't laugh!
I bet you did!
This is my nostalgia! And it was exhilarating. And the best part is they would make them in such bright colors. So, in my mind, they kind of tasted like fruit. The Stegosaurus was yellow. So, the Stegosaurus was yellow, and I think that one was lemon. And I think the T-Rex was green, which of course is key lime. And I think one of them was blue. Maybe the sauropod was blue. But these were pretty cool. They looked like candy to me, and I kind of want to go back as an adult and get some more of them. But those were, I mean, this is what ignited my interest in dinosaurs, I think.
I've lost a few Moldoramas over the years. Is that the reason why?
I think I ate them.
Is it because of you?
I eated them when you weren't looking.
Oh, man, I knew it. I had a gut feeling.
I don't have any of these anymore.
He had a gut feeling because he's been eating wax for years.
They're not even wax, it's plastic.
It's even better.
It's worse.
All your daily nutritions and vitamins.
They're so cool, though.
You've heard of microplastics? This is microplastics.
No, I don't have any of the dinosaurs anymore because the ones that I did have growing up deteriorated. All I have now is
tends to happen in your
elephant.
stomach acids, you know.
All I have now is an orange elephant that is, of course, orange.
You're saving that for a special occasion.
Yeah, I got it on my desk. I'm proud of it. I look at it every fucking day, and I think about the Field Museum. Visit it if you ever can. It's in Chicago, Illinois. That's all I gotta say, guys.
All right.
Really running low on steam here.
I can see that.
We're almost in the early hours of the freaking morning.
I'm well aware.
I'm dying inside.
I can see that. All right, so with that, we're gonna move on to number 2. All right, folks, we're back. It looks like I think I'm heading number 2, and my number 2 is the Spinosaurus. This thing has been my second favorite dinosaur for years. I think Joey actually used to think. Didn't you think it was my favorite for a while?
I don't think so.
I swear to God, you said to me like, I thought the Spinosaurus was your favorite. I'm like, no, it's never been my favorite.
Because it killed the T-Rex.
Not even that. Well, I mean,
he had to pause, so you know that's part of it.
It's definitely a factor. I don't know. I just always.
So when you say you like Spinosaurus, are you referring to the Jurassic Park Spinosaurus or the anatomically correct Spinosaurus?
Yes.
What I say just makes sense.
Yeah, I know you made sense.
I said things and I don't remember what I just said.
It's like I love the Jurassic Park 3 one. I love the new one. I love the original. I love the skeleton. I love them all.
All the Spinosaurs.
All the Spinosaurs.
Spino's a cool nickname.
It's a very good dinosaur. It's very cool looking. And in my opinion, the only one where I'm like, no, is when there was a theory that Spinosaurus might have been quadrupedal. And I was, there was a theory.
You're like, fuck that.
Yeah, well, because
That's blasphemy.
They were saying they had walked on its knuckles. I'm like, no.
Hell no.
Absolutely not.
Was it a gorilla?
Get out of my sight.
Yeah. Jump off a bridge.
Right.
That's a mean thing to say.
A little bit.
I mean, I think he's probably a adequate, aquatic. I'm tired.
It was a very exceptionally aquatic dinosaur, especially.
So I think even if he did jump off a bridge, he'd be fine.
Yeah.
You would probably be fine. Yeah. I believe it's the longest dinosaur of all time. No,
There's no way.
Longest theropod. I think it's the longest theropod.
That makes sense.
No.
The longest thing is a blue whale.
I know it's not the longest animal of all time. I'm trying to figure the classification. I don't think it's a theropod. Largest land predator, I think it was.
Maybe.
Maybe. I might be wrong about that.
We'll have to check that out next time we go back.
It's the largest dinosaur
It's
the largest dinosaur that's name begins with Spino.
That's right.
You're right.
That's right.
He's right.
That's a Guinness Book of World Records right there.
Indeed. And let's a moment of silence for the Spinosaurus skeleton we lost in World War II because it got blew up. And I am very upset about that.
Me too.
Alright, moment's over. Alright, so I think, Nick, you're up.
Okay. What are we on, 2?
2, yes.
Okay, my second favorite dinosaur is Theodore Rex from that weird Whoopi Goldberg movie from the 90s. Again, this reminds me of my childhood. It's one of those things that I thought I dreamed of, but no, it actually exists. I love this movie because it's just so bad. It's one of those things that's like morbidly fascinating. In fact, Whoopi Goldberg tried to get out of making the movie, but she got sued for $20 million.
I can't imagine why.
So she had to make it anyway. For the record, Theodore Rex is a 1996 buddy cop movie in which Whoopi Goldberg plays a police officer who works with a sentient T-Rex to solve crimes in a alternate timeline future where dinosaurs and humans live together.
I know, Nick. I wish I
I'm
hadn't.
explaining to the viewers. Yeah, I know, yeah. I hope that made sense. I kind of don't remember what I just said, but I hope it makes sense. And the movie was intended for theatrical release, but it was not released in theaters. It was released directly to video, making it the most expensive direct-to-video movie ever made. This movie was a shit show, and I love it. If you just look at the cover art, you can kind of understand what I'm getting at. It's just a testament to the bizarre things people can create and the many things you can just waste money on.
I think we're creating a bizarre thing tonight, Nick.
Oh, yes. That's what I got. And hey, Theodore Rex is a T-Rex, so I thought you'd like that, Eric. His eye's twitching right now. I think we're losing him.
Just thinking of you?
How thoughtful of you, Nick.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I was selfless with that one.
Were you?
I did that for you. You want to know what my original number 2 was?
Do tell.
Michael Douglas.
What? Who?
He's a very old actor.
Oh.
He's a dinosaur.
He's a dinosaur, all right. But then I thought to myself, well, I want to be nice to Eric, and I'm actually going to choose a real dinosaur. So that's why I give it to Theodore Rex. Yeah.
Everything.
So you're welcome,
Everything
Eric.
You just said should be in air quotes.
You're welcome. Okay.
Theodore Rex isn't real. He can't hurt you.
I know you're saying thanks with your twitching eyes, so you don't need to say it verbally to me.
All right. My number 2 is going to be a little deja vu. It is Spinosaurus.
Hey!
But with a twist.
We have lined up twice on this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Carnotaurus was 7.
Well, no, Triceratops.
Triceratops
Yeah.
was, yes. Carnotaurus was my 8.
But with a little twist. I did forget about a dinosaur until last minute, and I didn't want to reschedule the list to bump out Dilophosaurus. So I'm also this is a 2-way tie with Therizinosaurus. Now Therizinosaurus, fully admitted, is a new love. Mm-hmm. Primarily
a fresh love.
Really?
A young love.
a passionate love. I think it all started with Jurassic Park Dominion, or Jurassic World Dominion, unfortunately. But if there was one thing I remember from that movie, one thing I wanted to remember from that movie, it was the Therizinosaurus scenes. And like, as Eric knows, I'm a whore for horror, and that whole movie, I told Eric, I said, they could have just put that one little clip and made it a short, I would have been fine. If they made an entire movie out of that, I would have loved it. But then the movie kept on going.
Much to Joey's dismay.
It's a badass dinosaur. Like Eric said, it's the Freddy Krueger hands. Its name literally means scythe the lizard, which is pretty badass.
That's a direct translation, by the way.
As we all know,
Scythe
Joey
the
knows
lizard is what Therizinosaurus stands for.
stammered.
You know, I changed my pick. It's Theodore Rex.
I'm gonna fucking shoot myself.
I think Therizinosaurus is pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I mean, think of all the money he saved on steak knives.
Oh,
Just think
absolutely.
about it. Guy was a genius.
Yeah, you know, because all the meat he's cutting.
Talk about hitting the lottery in life. Okay.
And to restate what Eric said about the Spinosaurus and everything, I'd probably prefer its old design and such.
Yeah.
But I love its new design for completely different reasons. It's derpy and I love it. It has like a tube for a tail. It's got like little stumpy legs.
A tube for a tail.
Well, it's thick. It's got a thick tail.
It's got a
Thick with two
fan.
Have you
C's?
s-
Thick with a C and a K.
It's got a fan.
It's I
got
don't
a
know if you can
paddle
call it.
tail.
I don't know if you can call it a paddle, man. It's but yeah, he's derpy and I love him. The Spinosaurus scenes in 3 were great.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a crime he didn't come back again.
I agree.
Look how thick that is.
That's not thick, it's flat.
Is it like you twisted 2 dimensions and it's as thin as a piece of paper?
Oh, that's the picture I was going off of.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah, it's
flat.
like a rudder, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's like a crocodile tail.
Yeah.
Like a crocodile, like an eel.
Either way, I love him.
Honestly, that is a dinosaur that I'd be pretty fucking unhappy to see as I was bathing in the pond.
Yeah, seriously.
I can't imagine why.
Oh, there was this...
It's one of those scary ones to me.
I saw a short film someone made about Spinosaurus. It was like based on Jurassic Park. And it was basically this guy with like, he is like working on a river, on one of the rivers in Jurassic Park.
Oops, sorry.
And he had an encounter with the Spinosaurus, and basically the damn thing was chasing him while all he had to like defend himself was this little like dinky river boat. And yeah, it was actually a really good short film. I should like send it to you guys after we're done here.
I gotta send you what's it called. There's a I don't know if you guys know what analog horror is.
I know the name.
Is that like the found footage?
It's sort of, yeah. Like like some of the big ones, like Mandela Catalog was a big one that like everyone was talking about. I guess the Backrooms could kind of like somehow fit in there and everything. But anyways, someone made an analog horror out of Jurassic Park, and one of the scariest episodes was with the Spinosaurus and everything. And yeah.
I want to see that.
I'll look into that, yeah.
I'll send you guys
Please
it.
do. I'd love to see that.
But yeah, that's about it.
All right. If we've got no more to say, the ultimate pick, number 1. All right, folks, we're back. Last number, we had number 1. Did I start the last one? No, it was Nick.
I
It was
thought
Nick
it
start,
was-
or was it?
I think it was me. I started.
Yeah, because
the
you
last-
started with freaking Theodore Rex. All right, Joey, you're up first.
All right.
Here we go.
My number 1, Ankylosaurus.
What?
Wow.
Really?
Huh.
I kind of realized recently that like there's so many characters I choose with video games and board games and such. I always tend to go, if there's like an armored dinosaur or something, I tend to go with that. Literally, Eric made a game. I'm not going to go into details, but there's an Ankylosaurus in there, and I just about always choose him. And I'm like, maybe I just really like Ankylosaurus. I mean, what's to say? Like Eric said, it's got a club tail that's like could wreck your shit. It's
Send your poop flying.
Right? Oh yeah. Into the next county.
Criminally like underused in like movies and stuff. We need more Ankylosaurus representation out there.
Absolutely. Get on that, Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, please. I'd love to see more.
Right after the Theodore Rex sequel, you know.
There ain't gonna be a sequel.
But yeah, that's about it. I just realized today. I'm like,
He's come to a realization.
Did you just like make that your number one today?
yeah.
As we were like,
Well, because I'm like, I literally always choose characters that look like an Ankylosaurus. I'm like, I think I just like Ankylosaurus.
I think it's a respectable choice.
I agree,
I
yeah.
have always believed that that's an underrated dinosaur.
I think
yeah.
so, yeah.
And that it needs to be in more, particularly the Jurassic movies. It needs to be in more of those.
Right, yeah.
Because
Because we had a cool scene in World when like the Ankylosauruses were fighting with the Indominus, and they spun the ball around.
Oh, I forgot about that.
But I feel like that scene was less focused on the Ankylosauruses and more the Indominus.
Yeah, screw that.
So I feel like that would be a cool scene if they're like they'd like go through like a herd of Ankylosaurus and they're just like bouncing off of each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you want some good Ankylosaurus action, you know it's a good show for you to watch, Joe.
Camp Cretaceous?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I recommend. Just in general, it's a very good show.
Duly noted.
Yeah, they just came out with a movie for it actually. Yeah, it's called Camp Cretaceous Chaos.
I see. I thought you were gonna like pull my leg. It's called Jurassic World. You know.
No. No. Although it does actually tie in directly to like literally the first season takes place at the same time as the movie.
Huh.
So you actually get to see like certain scenes where it's like you see the kids witness the helicopter crash into the aviary and such.
Isn't it animated though?
Yeah. They redo it in animation. That's very nice. All right. So I think it's is that all?
Yeah.
Okay.
You go ahead.
So I think that's me next. My favorite dinosaur of all time is going to be a little cliche. Tyrannosaurus Rex.
It's a good one.
I've loved it since. Yeah, I know, right? It's only like, you know, basically everyone's favorite dinosaur. And yeah, I've loved it ever since I was a little kid. And just every single thing I've experienced with it seems to have reinforced my love for T-Rex. It helps that my favorite color is red, and that my favorite element in a lot of games is fire. And they just so happen to keep giving me red, fire-based T-Rexes. Dinosaur King, the T-Rex was red and could breathe fire. Fossil Fighters, the T-Rex was red and could breathe fire. The Dino King, the T-Rex was red and couldn't breathe fire, but the second movie involves a volcano, so I'll take it. Yes, and like, let us not forget Rexy from Jurassic World.
Was
Jurassic
red
Park.
and could
Park
breathe
as well.
fire.
Park, yeah, I meant.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Was red and could breathe fire. You
You
know.
didn't see those parts?
I think those were in the deleted
I
scenes.
must have missed it.
Oh shucks, I gotta go watch those again. But yeah, absolutely iconic dinosaur, and for good reason. No matter what you do to that dinosaur, it will always still look cool. Because there's not much you can take away from it. Even with, I was skeptical
They
when
didn't take away anything. They just keep on adding to it.
Yeah, right, exactly. And like you keep, like, I was skeptical when I heard like, oh, it has lips. That sounds weird. But then
I was gonna ask about that. Like, what are your opinions of the latest interpretations of what it actually looked like?
I think the lips are appropriate.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make sense for a terrestrial predator to have its teeth exposed all the time.
Okay.
Because like crocodiles can get away with it because they're in the water and they can like, you know, their teeth are like moisturized all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like a terrestrial predator, that's just more opportunity for the teeth to break.
Yeah.
There was some like therosaur that I was like reading about where they're like their mouth could like barely contain their like teeth because they were so long.
I don't think some fucked up fish looking guy, I think it's either a fish or dinosaur, but it has like a buzzsaw on the end of its jaw.
Oh, I
Like
know
its
what
teeth
you're. Yeah.
go into a spiral shape, and scientists are like, we'll be honest, we don't know what the hell this thing looked like. We only have this to go off of, so we don't know what this could be.
Oh my god. What do you think about the fact that T-Rex likely did not roar, but just kind of like
I've heard
had a
of that.
low hum?
That makes sense.
Like, it probably could vocalize, but
Disappointing.
it typically didn't. It wasn't roaring like Jurassic Park, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
A little disappointing, but it makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, you don't hear like, well, I guess birds kind of do like, well, the largest bird now is like an ostrich, and those are like a that's their like.
I love
How's that go? I mean, hey, ostrich. You know, it's just a gallimimus with feathers. You know.
Can you do it one more time, Eric? That's just what I needed.
Just what you needed. All right, yeah, that's all I got to say on T-Rex.
Okay.
I think
I'm sitting here in anticipation, Nick.
You ready? My favorite dinosaur is Triceratops.
I knew it.
Plain and simple.
I knew it.
I hate to disappoint you, Joey, but how could I say anything else? I've said already a lot of what I already feel about Triceratops, either in this segment or in previous top 10s, but it looks like it's made for war. It's got spikes, it's got a built-in shield, looks like a freaking alien. There's like nothing else that even remotely looks like it now, and I wish so much that I could go back and see it in its prime, see what its life was like, see how it interacted with things,
See how it took yours.
yeah.
As it tosses you into next week.
That's the thing. Like, it's funny because like whenever I feel like it's like what I was saying about with the what's it called? What was I sent you that post where it's like Godzilla fans will like look at a giant monster and be like, "Oh, he's so cute," and I was like, there's so many times where we think just like herbivores would like not like fuck us up.
Oh yeah, no. Most, if anything, herbivores are usually more aggressive, because like carnivores need to like be like, okay, I gotta conserve my energy.
Yeah.
Or I gotta make sure I don't break myself, so that way I can catch something later. So I just need to be very chill. Whereas herbivores is like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Everything is just fuck you.
Is it still part of the theory that in order to compete for mates, they would like spar with each other?
I believe so. Yes.
Because that's so freaking cool to me.
It is. Oh yeah.
They would do that, just bash their heads together and like lock horns.
Right.
They didn't grow back, right? When they
Not
lost
that I
them?
am aware of, because something like that probably wasn't. If it could, it probably wouldn't be either a very easy process or a very quick process. Because I know like some of the animals I've worked with, they've lost their horns. They've kind of started growing them back a little bit, but that's also a mammal, so I'm not 100% certain.
I also just want to say, like, the skull of a Triceratops is so cool to look at. It's so eerie and spooky and kind of almost haunting to look at. And it just kind of shows you how weird reality can get and just how freaking, like, limitless existence is.
Right.
You know, or, like, how limitless Mother Nature is in the weird-ass shit it can spit out at you. So, yeah that's why it's my favorite.
You know, it's funny, there's a painting I saw recently where it's a painting of a woman staring into a glass case with a T-Rex skull. And it's a nice looking painting, but in this case, it's the title that really messes you up. It's titled Two Earthlings.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be what I put in my car.
Right, seriously. This is the part of the show where I rob the museum. Yeah, I feel like we all have very respectable picks for our top 10, or not. Well,
just the first one.
Well, the first number one, yeah.
I know it was a little bit of a rough road getting to that first one, but I regret nothing.
I regret everything.
Was it good for you?
No. No, it was. I just wanted to talk about some dinosaurs. Be serious for a minute, but no.
I took it to the fucking moon, baby.
I see that. We'll see how I feel about this when I'm not absolutely destroyed.
I know, I feel like my head's about to fall off.
Yeah, it's a little late right now.
It's 12:01.
Yep.
Oh, no.
So we will thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this might be one of those things where we'll look back and we're like, oh my god, we said that.
Oh, I said a couple things.
It's like us being drunk.
Don't play this in a court of law, guys. Please.
All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more, subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and go check out Nick's channel. Is it Nick Gresik or Nicholas Gresik?
I don't...
You'll find the link in the description.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys next time.
Happy Jurassic June and happy Pride Month.